come up with a government system that doesn't want to give money to
then you have to let us hold elections.
What?
You have to let us hold
elections.
elections.
Hold elections.
The Palestine
Hold elections.
Authority.
I don't give a fuck. Hold
Israel backs the Palestine Authority.
There's nothing I want more.
Okay. Do you know why we can't have elections? Let me tell you why we cannot have elections. Because the Palestine Authority is backed by who? Israel and the United States. Because the Palestine Authority, they scratch Israel's back, and Israel scratches the Palestine Authority's back. That's how it works.
If there's a moderate Palestinian,
there is moderates. There is, but they're not allowed to get elected. They're not allowed to go on the ballot.
If there's a Palestinian election, okay, I will personally campaign, raise money from Jews to personally campaign.
You make them lose. You're gonna make them lose then.
What? Yeah.
You want them to lose?
So I won't do it myself. I'll do behind the scenes. I'll be a director.
I mean, you could sell them. That's what you could do.
No, I'll come in. I'll get your camera guy. We'll sit down. We'll make videos.
Who knows? I might run.
Yeah.
I might run. Yeah, I'm thinking of running.
If you ran, if you can't wear that fucking sweater about it.
I win my election. I win my landslide.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the whole fucking problem. That you just fucking if you're gonna win an election because you're wearing an Abu Bakr sweater, and that's the whole fucking issue. That's why you don't deserve a state. That's why you don't deserve a fucking state.
See, that's the problem. You guys think that you would tell us whether we deserve a state or not. That you're not gonna get anywhere like that. How did Hamas get popular?
But no, okay.
You need a two-state solution, right?
But we offered you.
Okay. I'm not saying the Palestinian leadership.
Be honest. What percentage of Palestinian people would accept a two-state solution?
Right now, 65%. A lot of people. Yes. Let me
Let's
tell you why.
Gaza?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because.
So why can't you have a vote and figure that out?
Because our president is a dictator.
Yeah.
What do you not understand? Our president is a freaking dictator, backed by the United States and the Israeli government. Because the president of Palestine says, if you protect me, I protect you. Okay? I will do security coordination with you, but protect me from the Palestinian people. That's how it works. The Israeli government protects. The Israeli government protects the Palestine Authority. Because the Palestine Authority helps them kidnap or stop terrorism, freedom fighters, whatever.
Trump's gonna come in and fight.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There has to be elections because the president is 87 years old. He needs to get the hell out of Dodge. And there needs to be elections held in the West Bank and Gaza because he's stealing the money. He's stealing our money. He's stealing our resources.
He's a Holocaust denier?
Well, then he's an idiot. I mean, he's an ihmar.
He's a ihmar.
Yes, Abu Mazen is ihmar.
He actually got a degree in his degree, like his theories that he wrote through his thesis, they wrote for his PhD. Because the Holocaust never happened.
I mean, that's his problem.
But that's what we're dealing with. That's what I'm trying to
That's why you have to let us change the leadership.
That's what we're dealing with.
Why
do you have a state? This is what we're dealing with.
Well, we can't have elections. Well, why don't you understand? It's like North Korea.
So what has to happen for Palestinians to have elections?
Trump needs to come in. Trump needs to come in. Okay, Trump needs to come in and tell the Palestinian president, you have to step down. And before we have peace talks, the Palestinians have to hold elections and elect leaders that represent us, that are young and vibrant and have new ideas. And you need a lot of people to run, not just what the Israelis and Americans want. You have to have a diversity, like in Europe, for example, and in Israel, they have multiple political parties, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need multiple political parties to run. It's not just Hamas and Fatah. You have people in the middle. You have people in the middle.
This is what's gonna happen. Let me play it. Okay. Let's say I'm a moderate Palestinian.
Yeah, you're running. People will vote. If you have good policies, they'll vote for you.
I'm a Palestinian. Okay, then I set my campaign. I put out an ad on TV. Yeah. The next day, poo poo poo. Allah Akbar. Poo poo poo.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's behind the
That's not what happens. Let me tell you what happened last time when we had elections. Last time there was elections, Hamas won the election. The Palestinian president refused to recognize the election because he's a pussy. Curtis was trying to get this video on YouTube. And then there was a Palestinian civil war, and then Hamas took over Gaza, and the Israelis took over, and Fatah had the West Bank. And to this day, both sides are not mature enough to have elections again. In my opinion, it's overdue. We need to have elections.
5 years.
Number one. Number two.
But is that Israel's fault?
To an extent, it's our fault, but Israel plays like they play on the division also.
Of course.
It's also our fault as Palestinians.
But let's be honest. Also, Iran plays on Palestinian division.
Yeah. Now, here's
Syria plays on
what Israel,
Hezbollah plays on.
Hold on. But this is what Israel needs to do, and I tell Israelis this all the time. If you lift the blockade of Gaza, I'm not saying don't have security. I'm not saying to not have a border. If you lift the blockade of Gaza and allow the Palestinians, listen. It has to happen. Let me tell you why. Because you choke the Palestinians. When you choke somebody and you put them in the corner, right? Let's say Diddy was in the room, right?
Yeah.
And Diddy's about to diddle you. You will do anything to not get diddled.
Yeah.
Correct? So the Palestinians are in the corner. They refuse to get middle.
Yeah.
So what needs to happen is the following: just lift the blockade of Gaza. I'm not saying don't have security checks. Okay, let me tell you why it needs to happen.
Unless it's completely demilitarized.
You're not gonna have it. That's like saying Israel needs to be demilitarized. That's unrealistic.
No,
the Palestinians will always have weapons.
No. Demilitarizing Hamas.
You cannot have a Oh, that's like we said. That's like Hamas saying let's demilitarize Israel. That's impossible.
Let me ask you: when's the last time Hamas successfully fired a rocket into the south of Israel?
It succeeded sometimes.
In the past 4 or 5 months, when's the last time?
I think it's October 7th because the Iron Dome was good.
Even this year on October 7th, they weren't able to launch one rocket.
No, they launched some rockets, but the Iron Dome,
Not even. They're not even able to launch rockets anymore.
I don't know about that. That's what you say. But on the ground right now, you cannot destroy Hamas.
I have that.
Demilitarize Hamas.
Let me tell you something. I have an app on my phone.
I know for the Iron Dome. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yes.
The North, till the ceasefire last week.
Yeah.
Which I was actually really against, but now I'm actually kind of thinking maybe it's a good idea.
Of course, because Netanyahu was betting on divide and conquer. You guys are smart.
Yeah, Al Qaeda stepped up big.
Let me ask you a question. Why 15 hours after Netanyahu threatened Assad, the terrorists start attacking now from Turkey and Idlib? They're starting to attack the Al Qaeda terrorists.
I don't know. But
do you know Israel has connections to them, right? You know there's reports.
So does Turkey. So
yes, Turkey, Saudi Arabia.
Listen, and then the way the Middle East works is your enemy's enemy's your friend. Okay, that's just the way it fucking works.
Yes.
Okay, so why is Al Qaeda connecting with Israel? Why is Turkey connected?
Because the enemy,
also Turkey and Israel fucking hate each other. But at the end of the day, like we have invested.
At least on camera they hate each other.
Yeah.
On camera.
I don't know.
They're still giving you guys oil from Azerbaijan.
Yeah, he's a fucking tool.
But here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. Israel will not find peace if you keep oppressing the Palestinians, and the Palestinians have to have opportunity, freedom, and dignity like everyone else in this world.
This is what's gonna happen.
Listen, listen.
It's gonna be
No, it's not gonna be demilitarized. You guys are you high on drugs? Israel was fighting for a year. Israel was fighting for a year, and Hamas still has the same power.
No, you guys have barely had any military power.
No. If that's the case, how come Israel for 1 year and change, they still couldn't beat Hamas? And the Israeli military said we are not gonna achieve anything.
My prediction is.
Yes.
Okay, by the end of the ceasefire in Lebanon, which they are gonna go back to.
It's
war,
60 days.
60 days. By the end of the ceasefire in Lebanon, Hamas is completely demilitarized.
I'm not against that.
I'm not saying they don't have a few handguns and a few grenade launchers, but like by and large, I'm talking rocket launchers and stuff that can.
Do you understand? Okay. I'm gonna repeat my question because you're not getting it. It's been a year. Hezbollah, for the most part, hasn't been fighting Israel like ground combat until they went into Lebanon and
Hamas did a better job than Hezbollah.
Hezbollah, Israel couldn't take a village, but you guys were smart with the pagers. With the pagers,
up to the Litani River, we got to.
No, you didn't get up to the Litani River.
You want to see videos of Israeli soldiers walking?
Yeah, but then they lost the position.
Yeah, because the ceasefire. Yes.
Even before the ceasefire, they lost the position, my dude.
Yeah.
They lost the position. But here's my point. Israel cannot establish peace unless the Palestinians have dignity and freedom. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is there has to be a two-state solution. Maybe you have to tell Hamas they agreed. For example, Hamas said they're willing to let the Palestine Authority and other Arab countries come into Gaza, which in my opinion is a good compromise because these Arab countries are going to see what's going on, make sure there's no funny business happening. Yeah. And also, what needs to happen is if we're going to have a permanent. Let me finish. I mean, that's who is going to come in: Saudi Arabia, Egypt, UAE, all those countries. And they're going to have to do reconstruction of Gaza and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Israel, just like the Palestinians have to be realistic, Israel has to be realistic. If we're negotiating right now, right, and the Palestinians says, we want Israel to be demilitarized, they'll laugh at them. They'll be like, get the hell out of the room. Okay, you cannot, you could say,
settlements there, so it's
in Gaza, no, they're not going to have settlements, in my opinion.
I'm telling you, 3 settlements on the Philadelphia corridor for sure.
No, it's not going to happen.
On the Philadelphia corridor,
it's not going to happen.
1, 2, 3. Okay,
it's not going to happen.
So the ways
that zone, the Palestinian Authority, and it's going to control it. It's just what I read this morning. This morning. And they're close to a deal now. And Trump told Netanyahu, look, you have to make a deal before January 20th, 2025 before I get into office. Hamas is already on board because Trump is unpredictable. They don't know what Trump is going to do. But listen, let me finish.
Part of the deal is also Israel and
they also said
they take out Iran.
No, it's not taking out Iran, bro. I'm talking about strictly Gaza. Strictly. Yeah. They're going to lift, there has to be the lifting of the blockade, and they say that Israel has to withdraw from Gaza gradually. Now, in response, what's going to happen? So I'm telling you, the pro-Arab Israel countries, the pro-Israel Arab countries, I call them, the pro-Israel bloc, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, UAE, they're going to go in there. They are pro-Israel. The president is a Zionist, bro. He's one of your people. You guys did a good job. You put a Zionist in power. You guys, I don't know how you guys did it. Yeah, his mom is a Zionist. His mom is a Moroccan Jew.
Egyptian media is one of the most anti-Semitic medias in the world.
No, bro.
Again,
They like Israel. I'm telling you. The Egyptian government, they love Israel.
Why are you talking about Bassem Youssef?
He's not. He left Egypt because they were, censoring and all that stuff.
No,
he's Egyptian, but he's not.
On establishment. On Egyptian TV, like, the way they talk about Jews is like terrible.
They're mixed. They're kind of stupid. So I tell people, if you want to lose brain cells in bulk, watch Egyptian media. They're pro-Israel one day, then it's moody. It's the what the president wants. Yeah. So if the president wants to cover his ass, okay, be anti-Semitic today.
I gotta get going soon. Let me just tell you what's gonna happen in Gaza. Okay. This was a lot of fun though. We should do this.
We'll do it again.
Okay, this was happening. And I can already tell what they're doing there because like at the end of Rafah, like towards the Philadelphia corridor, they were really like taking down like every single house, like bulldozing the land completely. Just fucking sand over there. Okay, they already put roads in. They already put.
I've seen.
Okay, do you know why they put roads in? You know they put the security towers in over the whole area. Settlements.
We'll see what's gonna happen.
Okay, so there'll be 3 settlements on the coast of
Rafah.
On Rafah. Hopefully, I'll get a property closer to the beach.
Do you wanna die?
Okay.
Do you wanna get?
Okay, and then also there's gonna be settlements on the north side. Okay.
Okay, you know what's gonna happen while they're trying to build the settlements? Boom, 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 kaboom! That's what's gonna happen.
No, because also.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm serious.
But no, the settlers are gonna be fucking armed completely.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be armed, but then also Bahrain's gonna come in and they're gonna kill the settlers. And
that's also how you keep because then once you have settlements, that's the whole thing about settlements. Let me explain something to you. The settlements is not necessarily only to occupy the land. The settlements is because
security reasons.
Because once there's civilians living there, you're allowed to put a military base there. Okay, once you're allowed to put a military base there, it's constant military presence. Once there's constant military presence, the reason why there's never an October 7th or a major attack coming out of the UJ.
Do you know there was tunnels in Gaza since 1990s, and there is still quote unquote terrorist attacks coming from West Bank? I don't know if you remember what happened in Ariel.
But these are very small in comparison to October 7th.
Okay, obviously.
Very small.
Yes. But it's also because of the Palestine Authority.
They're helping you guys very well. Like terrorist attacks, like 1-2 people killed here, 1-2 people killed there. Like that's very hard to stop completely. What I'm saying is, because all you need is one guy with a gun and you can fucking kill 5 people.
Yes.
Like I remember like after the Iranian attack, they spent was it $3 billion of rockets? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the next day, one Palestinian with an Uzi fucking killed 5 Jews. What the $3 billion of rockets couldn't accomplish.
So can I ask you a question? You say the settlements are there for security, and then we'll end on one more point and that's it. The settlements have cost Israel a lot. Like, okay, on one end you're gaining a little bit, but long term you're losing. Short term you're gaining. You have some security, or you build settlements on other people's land. These people get angry. Yeah. They become radicalized by Hamas, and they go and they kill Israelis and what have you. You need a permanent solution. You can't just put a band-aid. The settlements are a band-aid. You need a permanent solution. Because at the end you have 2.5 million Palestinians in the West Bank and you have another 2 million in Gaza. What are you going to do with them? Okay. Either you have to give them dignity and freedom, or you have to keep occupying them and slaughtering them.
Okay.
What?
Beit al-Maqdis.
What do you mean Beit al-Maqdis? What do you mean Beit
al-Maqdis? Like, you build a temple, huh?
No, I see. That's it.
I knew you were physio. Yeah. Okay, no, but honestly, you could have the Beit al-Maqdis and Al-Aqsa on the same day, because Al-Aqsa is...
I don't know if that's possible, bro. I don't know if that's... Let me tell you something. That's very, very sensitive. If you want a situation to explode 100%, try to build a third temple on the Aqsa. It's not going to happen, bro. You could try.
But at the end of the day, first of all, you could keep Al-Aqsa. Al-Aqsa is not where the temple used to be. You have to get rid of the dome.
No, that's even worse.
You have to get rid of the dome of the rock.
That's even worse. That's not going to happen.
I don't know why you guys are so into the dome. You guys.
The Prophet ﷺ went to paradise from there. He went to heaven from there.
The Byzantines built it.
No, we built it.
No, we built it. It's not a Muslim structure. There's no Muslim structure like that in the world. You guys don't build it.
There is, yes, we built it like that.
Building.
We built it like that, bro. No, we built it like that. It was nothing.
Byzantine.
When the Muslims came and they opened Jerusalem, it was all garbage dump. They rebuilt it.
So I'm saying, you guys can still keep Al-Aqsa.
We're not giving up Dome of the Rock, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think.
You're
high on pot if you think no.
It's gonna happen eventually.
On our dip, you have to kill 2 million Palestinians.
Honestly, I think if they would have done this in the 70s, you guys would have stopped fighting because you would have nothing to fight for anymore.
Well, we're not giving up, bro.
Yeah.
You're not giving up.
Because you wouldn't have, if you don't, the reason why there's still a war is because the Jews didn't do it.
No, there's still a war because we want to free our country, whether you damage Al-Aqsa or not. Just so you know, during the Crusades, you know what the Crusaders did on the Temple Mount? They made the Temple Mount into horse stables.
Of course.
And you know what? The Muslims still fought and they took it back.
You guys don't treat that nicely either.
We treat it very good. What are you talking about?
I see videos all the time. You guys having protests there, riots there.
Because it's police come and they fire tear gas.
Smoke grenade, throwing.
Yeah, because you guys come and fire tear gas and treat us like crap.
What?
You police come in, they arrest people, they hit people.
You guys protest there.
So what? After you guys come in.
No, it's not after you guys. We come in because.
And the settlers come in. Bro, I wasn't at Temple Mount, I was on the Mission Al-Aqsa. You guys come in, the settlers come in, and they start making problems. And they start making problems. They walk around, they start making problems. And some settler. Let me give you a personal situation. There was this fat settler, bro. He was looking at me.
This is the whole.
So in conclusion, let's agree on something. All I know is that when Trump is president, there's going to be a peace deal.
Yeah.
And both sides have to take it. And the Palestinians, Israel will not be secure unless the Palestinians are secure and have our freedom.
Do you know there's a train station on the old city of Jerusalem?
Yes.
The closest stop to like the Western Wall, Al-Aqsa.
Yeah.
And they named it the Donald Trump station.
I should go there and look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, it's been a pleasure, my dad.
Sorry, I kept you for a long time.
I know, it's been fun. I don't really get time, honestly.
Yo, Mr. Khan, before we release any footage, we have to give him the raw footage so he can look at it. Okay?